Welcome back to ATVN and welcome back USC football. Spring practice kicks off today and the Trojans are stoked to be back on the field. Head coach Clay Helton is glad to be back in action as he tries to build off of last season's success. Departing players have left holes on offense, defense, and even special teams, so younger players will be looking to prove themselves this spring. Practice will continue on Thursday and spring ball is open to the public, so be sure to head on down to Howard Jones Field. But while we wait for football season to begin, Trojan fans can head to Dato Field to watch the USC baseball team. Right now, SC is in the middle of a day trip to San Diego as they face SDSU, and the Trojans are currently tied 0-0 with the Aztecs. The USC is coming off a huge comeback win in extra innings over UCLA in the Dodger Stadium Classic. On deck for the Trojans is Holy Cross, who will visit USC this weekend. And the #1 beach volleyball team also beat the Bruins this weekend. The team is off to a 2-0 start, and seniors Kelly Clays and Sarah Hughes were named the Pac12 Pair of the Week after opening the season in dominating fashion.
We tend to have a huge target on our back, and I think we've embraced it. People are always going to play their best against us, and that doesn't matter. We're constantly playing our side of the court. What can we do to better ourselves?
Clays and Hughes have won 75 matches in a row, and they'll look to extend that monumental streak in the East meets West Invitational this weekend. And it's rivalry week on the courts for USC men's tennis. The Trojans have a matchup with UCLA on Thursday. The rivalry is huge at both schools, but the Trojans aren't preparing for this contest any differently.
We try not to make it different. Obviously, you know, there's always going to be a little bit of a difference since it is UCLA, but we don't want to take it or count it as any more important than, you know, any other match. It's just another match in the season, and the big picture is May when NCAAs comes around. And this is just, you know, a step in the road.
SC is looking for revenge after losing to the Bruins a few weeks ago. The two schools will square off at Mark Stadium on Thursday at 3 p.m. and the first 150 fans will get a free grilled cheese sandwich. And you didn't think we forgot about men's basketball, did you? The Pac12 Tournament kicks off tomorrow in Las Vegas, and the Trojans will aim to punch their ticket to the big dance. With me is our sports correspondent Terrence Davis to help break down this bracket. Terrence, it does look really rough here. You got 3 top 10 teams in this bracket. What does USC need to do to make the NCAA tourney?
So the Trojans a month ago were a lock to make the NCAA tournament. However, 4 straight losses in the month of February, and now they're on the fringe of not making the big dance at all. They must beat Washington tomorrow in order to have any opportunity to get into the tournament. The Huskies are 9-21 on the season, so a loss to them would be detrimental to their postseason hopes.
So I know USC just beat Washington on Saturday. Can we expect to see a repeat tomorrow?
It's a good question, Nathan. I'm pretty confident they'll be able to pull it out. They swept the season series against the Huskies, including a 16-point victory at home this past weekend. And however, they've never met the Huskies in the Pac-12 tournament. And Washington will be without Markelle Fultz, so this gives USC a huge favorite advantage. However, they can't sleep on the Huskies at all. They'll be led by forward Noah Dickerson, who torched the Trojans for 27 points and 8 rebounds in their last game. He's averaging 12 and 8 on the season. He'll be the focal point of the Washington offense if Fultz is not playing, so USC needs to take care and look out for him.
So I know when you look at this bracket, it's hard to ignore that UCLA is standing there on the horizon. If USC gets through Washington, how do they shape up against the Bruins?
So the crosstown rivalry matchup between UCLA and USC is a real intrigue. They split the season series between them. However, UCLA destroyed them last game by 32 points at Pauley Pavilion. UCLA has won 9 straight, and they're one of the hottest teams in the country. But USC does have the opportunity to pull off the upset. First, they need to pressure freshman point guard Lonzo Ball and contain him from controlling the flow of the game. He's the Bruins' best player and their catalyst. Bruins' best player and their catalyst for a team that's averaging 91 points on the season. So if they shut him down, then they'll have a better opportunity of pulling off the upset.
All right, thank you, Terrence. You can check out USC play Washington tomorrow night on the Pac-12 networks. Back to you at the desk.